This is Malcom X.
For the people!
This is the times he lived in. You can't sit there, you're black. Okay, black. Black peasant.
During the 1950s and 60s in the U.S., there was a lot of discrimination between the races, white and black. Blacks weren't allowed to do anything that whites were able to do, and there was no equal rights. So during this time, there were many civil rights leaders with many different approaches, and Malcom X was one of those leaders. This is his story. Malcom X was born as Malcolm Little in Omaha, Nebraska on May 19, 1925. His mother, Louise Norton Little, had her hands full as a homemaker with the 8 children in the house. His father, Earl Little, was a very outspoken Baptist minister and an avid supporter of the black nationalist leader Marcus Garvey. Because his father was such an outspoken civil rights activist, the family received many death threats from the white supremacist group, the Black Legion, and was forced to relocate twice before Malcolm even turned 4. Despite the family's efforts to escape the Black Legion by relocating, in 1929 their house was burned to the ground, and they believed this to be the work of the Black Legion. However, 2 years later, in 1931, Earl Little, Malcolm's father's body, was found dead, lying across the trolley tracks. The police ruled this as an accident, just like the burning of their home, but the Little family knew it was the work of the Black Legion. Years after the death of her husband, Louise, Malcolm's mother, suffered an emotional breakdown, and she went insane. When she could no longer handle it, she was admitted into a mental hospital. Malcolm and his siblings were dispersed into different foster homes and orphanages, bringing a very sad end to Malcolm's childhood.
It's evil. The Christian church is evil. It's run by only white people, and there's no religion for blacks. That's why I turned to Muslim. That's the white girl.
Even though he rejected the idea at first, as more time passed, he began to accept it, and finally, he himself became a Muslim. This is how you read it. A, B, C, D, Illuminati. Fine. Come on, your time's up. You're not getting your presents up. Okay. I can take it. You're free. Get out of here! In 1952, he was released from prison after serving 6 years in prison. You can't be here! The black water fountain's over there. This is for whites only.
Fine. He becomes minister of the Temple of the Arabians. Yeah?
He wore black and I wore white.